I got distracted, but whatever. I wanted to commit that to tape for whatever reason. Because this episode of Twin Peaks confuses me, and I'm scared of it. And
Oh no.
this show is perplexing to me, and I'm frightened, and I don't know what to do.
Well, I'm sorry. You're not gonna be in for a very good trip.
No, it's okay.
It's just gonna get weirder.
I need to learn to stop worrying and just embrace the Lynch, because I find myself doing it every time that I watch one of his projects, which is, and by the way, Wild at Heart is not available to buy or rent anywhere, and I am apoplectic. I guess I'm fucking buying the Criterion of Wild at Heart. I guess that's what I'm doing.
Is it not on Criterion?
No, it's not on the channel.
Weird.
I know. I think Firewalk with Me is. Maybe there are other Lynches on there, but that one is not.
I think Blue Velvet is.
I think Blue Velvet. Mulholland Drive is usually streaming, but I haven't seen that one. Maybe between seasons of Twin Peaks, we should watch a Lynch film for this podcast. Would that be interesting to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We won't be able to watch Firewalk with Me until after the second season.
No, of course. We would watch that as part of the progression. But it's like, oh, maybe I should finally watch Mulholland Drive. Maybe I should finally give Blue Velvet another go. I haven't seen that one
since film school, so I'd be totally down to watch that.
Perfect.
That's good.
So that's scheduling. Great. Glad we got that ironed out. But I need to just stop, because I spend too much time trying to pin it down. I'm like, what is the tone? What is the aesthetic? And it can't be done. I need to just pull back. It's a vibe. It's like Michael Mann. It's like you just need to vibe. It's not about the plot. It's about vibes. And that's what you need to do.
A little about plot.
It's like watching Heat. You can't worry about the plot of Heat. You just watch Heat. You just get on Heat's wavelength. Heat doesn't get on your wavelength. And that's me. I need to stop. I need to let my guard down with David. I need to let David in.
Let him in.
I need
let
to
the right
welcome
one
him
in.
into my
and
heart.
It's David.
And it's David. I need to let him in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry. This podcast is immersion therapy. I am afraid of snakes. You throw me in a pit of snakes, I'm not afraid of snakes anymore. I am afraid of David Lynch. You throw me in a pit of David Lynch, I am not afraid of David Lynch anymore. I will come out the other side of this just a fucking diehard Lynch head.
You will adore him.
Yeah, absolutely. But it is just so weird that this show was a gigantic hit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's super bizarre. No, but the fact that Twin Peaks got made is bizarre to me, but I think he had enough success with Blue Velvet to sell it.
Yeah.
But the fact that it was such a huge hit, my mother watched it.
Yeah.
And adored the show.
And who would never
no sense
watch another David Lynch film, right? Who would everyone's parents and grandparents who you could never show Inland Empire to. You could never show them The Elephant Man and they'd be fully on board with it,
Erase
but
your
they
head.
but they loved Twin Peaks. It's so bizarre. I will never understand it, but I do appreciate that it happened. And that television had been trying to recapture this show ever since. Every few years there's some new show called Happy Pines, or all these shows that take place in strange Pacific Northwest towns.
Riverdale.
I mean, kind of, and at least the original conception of Riverdale, right? Before it just went completely bug nuts bananas.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the entire pitch of all these shows is there's video games that are trying to cop that same vibe and feel, and it invented. Maybe it probably didn't invent. It popularized this aesthetic that people are still trying to recapture, and no one can.
I think it was serendipitous. I think it was everything, not the perfect culmination of pure curation, but I think it was a lot of producer restraint on David Lynch, and I think, but also a lot of freedom was given to David Lynch, and he notoriously has a lot of last minute decisions that he does, he makes, and he just goes with it. Just from what I've read, as far as his acting direction goes. I don't know really anything about like the costuming and set design, but I think he just kind of fell in love with making this show that was supposed to be set in the 80s, resemble the 60s, but filmed in the 90s. And I think it was just the perfect like bounce back and forth. It was the perfect equation for this. And then it has that like little era of like initial nostalgia built into it. And I think with nostalgia, it has like that 20-year cycle, and it just hit back and it's persisted. I don't know.
It's unbelievable. It's just it's completely unique in the history of television. I think like there's nothing. There's obviously been other popular shows, other zeitgeisty shows, other popular mystery shows, but Twin Peaks is unique even among them in at least ways that are aesthetic and tonal. It's so every time I watch this, I am aghast that it was like as popular as it was. I cannot believe that it was so massive, but it was.
Well, and I think it, and I don't know for sure, but I feel like it was really advertised as like a soap opera,
which would help, I think, with the outsized performances, with all the crisscrossed allegiances. He's sleeping with her, and then here's his crazy brother, and they go to a whorehouse, and they, like it's all
I
this.
Feel like that's why we've got like the teens, the less interesting but more dramatic, annoying characters that we now really don't give two shits about, but in the 90s that was so fucking fascinating because these little adults that were portrayed as children having adult issues.
You talking about like 90210 and stuff like that?
Yeah, and like 21 Jump Street and that type of thing where they were, and also just casting adults as children and giving them very real issues, which like having Laura Palmer being a cokehead and also like prom queen and all this like stuff is just like, and I noticed that really with the third episode is these are children and they're not portrayed as children. Like literally these are literal children. These are like 16-year-old children and they're like having such complex adult problems, but they're dealing with them like children, so maybe then it's written okay. So
frankly, I mean, just I don't know, it's just such a bizarre amalgamation, but you're right, I guess, placed in the popularization of soap operas, in the popularization of teen dramas, I guess it all does sort of align, but it's just this bizarre alchemy of all of these different things all pushed through the extremely uncommercial lens of David Lynch.
I think they even poke fun at soap operas within the canon of the show with Invitation to Love, the little TV soap opera that we see every now and then sprinkled in. I think it's in this third episode.
It is,
where Shelley is just like, yeah, right, and like turns off the TV, but we always get that like Invitation to Love, and then like I think later in the season we get a little bit more dipped into this like inner universe TV show.
Right. Well, I'm excited to see where that goes. Let's see what's.
But it's funny. It's like there's a reason it's there.
Yeah. No, for sure.